Welcome YouTubers and Redditors alike. I'm Nick Lovin of Reddit Zero, and I'm here to host this second installment of the Reddit Clash of Clans Top 5 Replays of the Week. This week we're doing defenses from Reddit Champs, and we're starting off the countdown with DangerMuffin of Reddit Troopers. Here he will be showing us a hog defense, as will most of the people in this countdown, as hogs are extremely popular up high in the Masters League. What's going to start off with this defense is that the attacker, whose name I will not even attempt to pronounce, is going to start with luring out the troops, the clan castle troops, and the heroes, bringing them to a corner and zapping the wizards. He moves the rest of the clan castle minions to the side, finishes them off with some archers, deals with the king and the queen, and then he's going to follow that up with all of his hogs entering from the left side of the base. Heroes down, the hogs are released, and they start moving into the first wizard tower. First heal spell's dropped, and the first of the two hog bombs goes off, and does a hefty chunk to the number of hogs left. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to take out most of them, so they're going to continue around the base, and heal up through the next heal spell. With maybe 10 hogs left, they push through the right side of the base, and the second bomb goes off, and the rest of the hogs are down. The hogs did take a hefty chunk out of DangerMuffin's base, but the damage has been done. And the surviving archers will not be enough to hit the 50% for the 1 star, and DangerMuffin will get his win at 46%. Coming in at the countdown at number 4, we have Warbringer of Red Dawn. Warbringer will also be defending against hogs, as most of the people in this countdown will be. But what's going to happen is that the attacker, who's also got a name I cannot even attempt to pronounce, is going to have a much harder time dealing with the clan castle troops and the heroes. While dropping hogs to get to the clan castle, he gets the rest of the wizards out and begins luring them into the corner. With the heroes and the majority of the clan castle in the corner, he starts to drop his archers and a dragon to try and take out the clan castle troops. But due to poor placement, the dragon is already down, and the attacker is going to be unable to kill the king and most of the clan castle wizards. In a last-ditch effort, the attacker dropped all of his hogs at the bottom side of the base to try and avoid the clan castle for as long as possible. Let this attack serve as a lesson to all those watching that if it's a lost cause, it's not worth dropping your army. He's going to drop all of his hogs, and unfortunately, they're not going to get very far. Circling the base, they're constantly dying. Clan castle troops and the king are still beating hard on them the entire way through. Making their final way through the wizard tower, the last of the hogs are going to go down, and he's only going to come up with 21%, not even coming close to shielding Warbringer. Coming in the countdown at number 3, we have Nick Lovin of Reddit Zero. Unfortunately for the attacker, he's going to have some trouble luring the clan castle and heroes, and he will later pay dearly for that. He uses the classic giant trick to try and get the clan castle troops instead of using any of his hogs. But the giant is not in range and dies shortly after. He then follows up with 2 different hogs, one on the south, one on the left side, that's hard to see from this point, and neither of them are able to lure the clan castle or the heroes. So, assuming that he does not have any clan castle troops to deal with, he drops all of his hogs on the bottom right corner and pushes his way into the base. But the nightmare for every Hog Rider attack, wizards come out of the clan castle. In the chaos of a lightning spell being dropped, heroes getting involved, and a slight lag from the recording, all the hogs go down and the heal spell dropped is wasted. The attacker Sir Lucifer makes his last-ditch effort by attacking strong from the south side, trying to get as much damage and percent as possible to try and reach that 1 star. But unfortunately, as we're going to see with the time skip going ahead, he's not going to come close enough, and he's going to come short at 44%. Coming in the countdown at number 2, we have Connor of Red Dusk, who also has another hog attack. But this hog attack is going to be a bit more interesting, because it's got a lot more variety in what troops were used. So you got a mix of giants, hogs, archers, and apparently wallbreakers, all attacking from the left side of his base. Out of the clan castle comes some minions, which are going to do some damage, but not enough. And all these archers are funneling into the base to the left side. He's going to push his way into the second ring, where most of the defenses lie. But his troops are going to have a hard time pushing into that center core and making any damage that's noticeable. His troops keep funneling around and into the base. The mortars are taking a heavy toll on his archer count as it goes around the base. Right there goes a good amount of archers. And with this next mortar shot goes another group of archers. Unfortunately, his giants are not doing the best job at taking the damage. There goes another group of archers. And the last issue comes when the bottom group takes a giant bomb, followed by another giant bomb. And most of the troops are now gone. Now with the remaining archers, there's a few buildings that seem like they're able to be picked off. But the south side archers are now gone, and the north side archers are only just barely hitting the collectors. At 48%, looks like there's 2 collectors that wouldn't be too hard to reach. 1 collector down, 49% is reached, but now they're in range of the cannon and the mortar, and the last few archers are going to suffer an unfortunate end by the last cannon. And unfortunately there was a slight recording lag here, so please excuse that. And he's going to come up with a 49% defense win. Coming in our countdown at number 1, we have 1 Yard Stare from Red Dawn. Now finally we have a defense that isn't Hog Riders. We have our first balloon defense. Unfortunately for the attacker, a few misplaced or poorly placed spells are going to cost him some serious damage to the balloons and later on his minions. As well as clan castle wizards coming out, he's going to have some serious trouble dealing with those and lose most of his balloons almost instantly after they appear. The multi-infernos are also doing a hefty chunk to his balloons and minions, who are both in multitude. He's going to drop a rage spell, which is going to do very little, followed by the rest of his minions, which are going to get literally annihilated by the multi-infernos. With no troops left, he drops both of his heroes on the right side of the base to see if he can hopefully reach that 50%. But it's not looking too good, as 2 wizards are still alive and all the defenses are already hitting the king. In range of the crossbow, the queen's going to take some hefty damage, and the king's going to fall short, not even giving 1 Yard Stare a shield. And with that, we have the conclusion to our second week of the top 5 replays of the week. Next week is going to be offense replays, and I must advise everyone to send in your submissions or send messages to me or Alzar using the Reddit post methods that will be posted below in the description of this video. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I look forward to next week where we do the top 5 offense replays provided by you guys.